From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, September 29th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. At least one person is dead and over 100 people were injured after a New Jersey Transit commuter train carrying 250 people crashed into the Hoboken station during rush hour this morning. The crash that happened after 8:30 this morning twisted piles of metal and cable wire and parts of the highly trafficked terminal to collapse. The woman who died has not been named yet. However, officials say that she was in her 30s and was standing on the platform when the train came barreling in. More than 50 patients were taken to Jersey City Medical Center, including 3 trauma patients listed in critical condition. Hoboken University Medical Center had 22 patients, many with minor injuries. The engineer who was operating the train is being hospitalized with critical injuries. He is cooperating with law enforcement who are investigating the crash and whether it was human error or mechanical problems. More than 100,000 people use New Jersey Transit to commute from New Jersey to New York City daily. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie said there is no word on when that section of the station will reopen. A 4-car accident caused a mess this morning on Interstate 81 near the Highland Park exit in Wilkes-Barre Township. It happened about 7 o'clock this morning. Both northbound lanes were closed for a time, though one was opened a while after. Only one person was taken to a hospital, and that was for minor injuries. But the traffic problems were major and lasted most of the morning. Wilkes-Barre police are investigating an armed holdup at the Dollar General on South Main Street. It happened about 11 o'clock last night. A clerk says a man came in, bought a few bags of Skittles, then pulled a gun and demanded money. Police did not release a description of the holdup man or how much money he got away with. Former Luzerne County Public Defender Al Flora's lawsuit against the county is still alive. The state Supreme Court ordered it scheduled for trial in Commonwealth Court. Back in 2012, Flora sued, saying Luzerne County didn't budget enough money for the public defender's office. The suit also named then-manager Bob Lawton. In 2013, Lawton fired Flora and county court tossed the suit. But the following year, the state Supreme Court reinstated it. It has never made it to trial. In the meantime, Luzerne County has increased its expenditures on the PD's office from about $1.8 million in 2010 to $3.2 million this year. Speaking of taxes, the move to repeal the so-called vape tax is picking up steam. As of Saturday, electronic smoking shops are getting hit with a 40% inventory tax. A store with $50,000 of inventory will owe the Commonwealth $20,000. The tax was part of the state budget enacted in July, but the onerous tax has already forced the closure of some vape shops, with many others saying they can't afford to pay it either and will have to close. This week, a House committee passed a bill repealing that inventory tax, replacing it with a 5-cent per milliliter tax on vaping liquid. The change passed by a wide 19-4 margin. The next stop is the House floor, then to the Senate. The governor has not commented on that bill. If you are looking to get rid of any personal or confidential documents that you no longer need, the City of Hazleton is hosting a free event to help residents take care of those forms. This Saturday, October 1st, residents and small local businesses can shred unwanted documents for free.
The City of Hazleton is hosting a free paper shredding event for the community. It is paid for by a grant made possible by the county, Luzerne County. It's Saturday, October 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will be held rain or shine at 44 East Chestnut Street, across the street from the city parking garage.
There is a limit of 4 boxes at a time, and the city asks that checkbook covers, metal or plastic binder clips, and other hard plastics are removed before shredding.
This is great because it protects from identity theft, and it's a great security measure, as well as contributing to our recycling amounts for the year. And we just ask that you remove checkbook covers, large binder clips, metal clips, plastic covers. Small paper clips and staples are okay.
After seeing a large turnout at the electronic recycling the city held in the spring, the city issued the paper shredding to further help the waste in the area.
Earlier this year, we had an extremely successful recycling event for electronics where we recycled 35,000 pounds. A lot of the community came out and supported that. We also had a shredding event for paper earlier in the year, and that was successful as well. So we are having a second one, and we hope everybody comes out. It's very easy. You can stay in your vehicle, and we will remove the boxes. You can have up to 4 boxes at a time, and they will be shredded on site.
Again, the free document shredding in Hazleton will be held this Saturday, October 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 44 East Chestnut Street. The Pittsburgh Tribune Review will cease publication November 30th, but the newspaper isn't closing up shop. It's going all digital. The parent firm, Tribe Multimedia, has been dealing with declining circulation and cash problems for years. 95 employees had accepted buyouts, but management says that didn't address the problem, so the print edition will end. 106 employees are being laid off. The move will leave Pittsburgh with just one widely available print newspaper, the Post-Gazette, for the first time since the 1880s. Agnes Nixon has died. She made a major impact as the creator and head writer of several long-running TV soap operas, including One Life to Live and All My Children. She began writing for soap operas as a staff writer on Search for Tomorrow on CBS in 1951. Later, she was the head writer on The Guiding Light in the late 1960s and was called in to save a floundering soap opera, Another World, on NBC. All My Children and One Life to Live ran for over 40 years on network television. Agnes Nixon was 93 years old. Well, it's time now for a first look at our forecast. A rainy and cold fall day here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and unfortunately, the rain is expected to continue into our weekend. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Yeah, it doesn't look like the rain's going to go away anytime soon. We're going to be stuck in this kind of cool, wet, damp pattern for at least a couple of days, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow will kind of be a repeat of what we saw today. But what about this upcoming weekend of the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few? Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, Pathway to Recovery in Hazleton hosted a drug and alcohol informational session last night to inform the public on the different drugs that are out there. WYLN's Aaron Harvey will have more. Plus, details on an event to help raise money for families with children suffering from childhood cancer. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. Right now for only $109 per month with $0 down. Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Mike Stower Coal and Oil Fuel Delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call them for a quote. Also, propane is now available, with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
Pathway to Recovery hosted a drug and alcohol informational session last night to spread awareness about different kinds of drugs and what they do. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Signs were hung on lockers in the Hazleton Area Career Center with statistics about drug overdoses to try and wake people up at a drug and alcohol information session. Last night, Pathway to Recovery hosted a drug and alcohol information session to try and educate the public on the different drugs that are out there. Last night's meeting included a Narcan training session. Narcan is a medication used to reverse the effects of opioids, especially in overdose. The Carbon-Monroe-Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission provided a mock bedroom to illustrate where most people hide drugs in their rooms. Several other organizations, including Catholic Social Services, had tables set up with information on the services they provide. State Representative Tara Toohill sponsored the event and discusses more on the Narcan training session.
Today's opioid event is having a naloxone training with the Narcan, where people use that to revive a family member that has overdosed. There's been over 1,500 people that have been revived in Pennsylvania with that naloxone. So that's something important. It's an important tool that's become available to the public, and there's a training going on about that. We also have here a mock bedroom. Pathways to Recovery worked to get a mock bedroom where parents only are allowed to come in and see where their children would be hiding drugs, drug paraphernalia in very crafty locations sometimes.
Director of Prevention at Pathway to Recovery, Eileen Panzarella, talks about some alternative activities for children.
We have all agencies here representing drug rehab and mental health issues, so people know where they can go and reach out for help. We also have alternative activities here. We have the Art League, the Hazleton YMCA, Rails to Trails, so families can find out about alternative activities for their children.
The drug epidemic in our community is far worse than ever before.
Even tonight, someone was talking about a friend of theirs that had overdosed, and it really is impacting our community, and it's not just someone out there, an adult in the community. Now it's impacting so many families. It's hitting very close to home that they're losing children. Children are losing their brothers and sisters. So our children are more likely to come home from school and say, hey, so-and-so's family member died of an overdose, where before you really didn't know people that were suffering with addiction, or you didn't hear about it as often. So it really is an epidemic. We've lost 3,500 people in Pennsylvania in 2015, and the numbers are rising, and it affects every part of our welfare, child protection, families, grandparents, brothers and sisters. It's really impacting everyone in our community.
For more information or for help, you can contact Pathway to Recovery at 570-455-9902. In Hazel Township for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at an event at the Woodlands in Plains Township to help raise money for childhood cancer. All that and more, including sports with Eric DeBaradinas, is coming up here on WILN News. Stay tuned.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Ram Power Days and Jeep Celebration event. Stop in today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is lasagna night, Thursday is the burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend. When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid shale and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291.
All right, we continue to have those cool conditions, damp conditions, rainy conditions, overcast conditions, breezy conditions. Not the nicest of conditions, be outdoors. But if you have to be outdoors, hey, you know what? Take the umbrella with you. It could be actually worse this time of year, and we all know that. Let's take a look at the live conditions and what's been going on outside. our station, and hell, it's been kind of cool out there. In fact, we're only in the lower 50s. And add to that some of the wind that's out there. It actually does make it feel a little bit cooler than what the actual air temperature indicates. And the big news is, again, we saw the rain today. It's been on and off. And we've picked up now about 1/3 of an inch of rainfall since the midnight hour. And there's more to come tonight and as we go into tomorrow as well. Temperature-wise, how we did, the high and low? Well, we really didn't go very far. 53 for the high, 50 being the low, so definitely a chilly start to our morning. And again, a little bit of a wind gust coming in at almost about 20 miles per hour. No matter where you go throughout the state of Pennsylvania, generally we have that rain falling. On and off rain, drizzle, overcast skies, and again, that's keeping those temperatures down quite a bit. Temperatures only in the 50s, lower 50s in Mount Pocono, upper 50s in State College, 60 degrees in Williamsport, 62 in Selinsgrove, 61 in Harrisburg. And again, this is going to be what we're going to be looking at once again as we go into tomorrow. We're going to have to deal with the overcast skies, the rain, on and off, and some areas of drizzle. And taking a look at those winds anywhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour, and occasionally you get some of those higher wind gusts across our area. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Once again, on and off, rain and drizzle. As we go into tomorrow, it's going to be still very cool out there, 57 degrees. Even going into the weekend, it looks like we're going to be looking at the chance of some more showers around and maybe some sunshine in between. Temperatures in the lower 60s, about 62 degrees for both days, Saturday and Sunday. And then we get a chance to dry out as we go into next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, even Thursday, looking pretty dry. We'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures generally getting up into the 60s. But if you see some of those overnight lows, it's going to be kind of chilly out there, generally dropping down into the upper 40s and lower 50s. Stick around, we'll have a lot more for you coming up after this break.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Prattville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Since 2001, Hazleton Imaging has been offering the best care, a staff that is kind and courteous, and a radiologist on site. Hazleton Imaging is less expensive than most hospitals, and they offer self-pay pricing. Call Hazleton Imaging today at 570-501-SCAN.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
It's high school football time. Watch WILN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WILN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WILN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WILN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
Welcome back to WILN News. I'm Abby Piskel, and I'm joined with Pat Kreisel, who will be holding a record release party on October 2nd at the Woodlands. So Patrick, tell me a little bit about the record release.
Well, the record release, this is actually my third album out, and this year we're going to donate half the proceeds of all the record sales, the t-shirts, and food will be going to childhood cancer. So that'll go to the Janet Weiss Center in Danville. I presently sponsor the dinner for Christmas time for the kids and the nurses that are sick, and it was such a wonderful experience. I figured I'll bring that on board to do this and just to do a little more. So if a family, if they have a problem, they can't afford a hotel room, there you go. They're covered, that they could be with their children. So when they're going through this dramatic time. So why not give a little back, get my music out there, and everybody wins.
So I see that your album is called Tell Me, so tell me a little bit about the album, the type of music that's on it.
Okay, if you think of The Lines of Train, would be a good one. There is a country song, Redneck Lover, that's on it right now that radio promoter's been hired for that given single, and in the first week, it was the third most added song to radio stations in the country. So, and it charted at 170 on the first week of promotion, so we're pretty excited to see what it's going to do.
And what does it mean to you to do events like this, to give back to the community?
It feels great, especially for kids. You know, because these little guys, you know, they're fighting against something they should not be fighting against, and to try to make a difference, to make it a little better for them, it works.
Okay, and if anyone did want to attend the record release, is this a free event? Do they need tickets?
Yeah, no, they don't need tickets. It's a free event. It's held at the Woodlands at the Skyview Lounge. We're there from 4 to 7 on Sunday. And, you know, we'll have T-shirts for sale, we'll have CDs for sale, posters for sale, and, of course, food and drink for sale, and half the proceeds will be going to the Childhood Cancer Fund.
Now, will any of your music be playing in the background there?
Absolutely. Along with the video, you can go to my website, which is patkreisel.com, and you'll see everything that I have available there as well.
And is this a family-friendly event?
Yes, it's good for all ages, so bring the kids.
Perfect. So again, that record release will be held on October 2nd at the Woodlands in Wilkes-Barre. And for any more information, you can go to patkreisel.com. For WILN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Save up to $4,000 on selected 2016 Buick Regals, or save up to $6,000 on selected 2016 Buick Encores from stock. Save up to $9,000 on selected 2016 GMC Yukon Denali's from stock.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetables. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, accepting credit cards and FMP vouchers, and a pumpkin hayride and corn maze is coming soon.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
Youth, injuries, missed opportunities, chalk it up however you want, but Hazleton football still without a win in 2016, heading into our game of the week versus Delaware Valley. Del Val is 3-2, losing to 2 of the top 40 teams in the entire state, and the Cougars' third straight Lackawanna League opponent. The Warriors are good, but they're not unbeatable.
You know, and our challenge again is with us. You know, our defense is moving around. Our young kids are starting to figure it out defensively. If we can play defense and confuse them and make their drives long, and offensively, even though we had some youth up front, we're a little banged up. You know, probably without Carson Kinney, you know, we have to make some plays offensively and keep our defense off the field. And it's 48 minutes of football.
Tune in tomorrow night for our live broadcast between Hazleton and Delaware Valley. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Linebacker U is missing, well, healthy linebackers. Brandon Bell, Jason Kabinda, and Naeem Wortman-White open the season as starting linebackers for Penn State. Week 5, they're all out. Wortman-White, along with backup Jan Johnson, are out for the season. Kabinda and Bell will return, but there's no timetable for that right now. Puts the Nittany Lions in a predicament heading into their difficult matchup with Minnesota, who averages nearly 40 points a game.
Well, if we lost one of those guys, you're typically going to have injuries. You're going to lose one of those guys. Then I think we still could have handled that pretty well. Even 2 of those guys. But when you lose 3 veteran senior guys and you have young guys behind them that they're developing and you feel good about that, I think it's a little bit different situation. Again, in my 22 years of doing this, I've never been a part of a team that's lost all 3 of their starting linebackers.
Kickoff 3:30 on Saturday. Berwick and Nanticoke girls volleyball, not quite in the elite category, but they're right in that second tier in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Matching up yesterday, Lady Trojans entering with just one league loss, Lady Dogs with 2. 4-set, Berwick up 2-1, Elizabeth Pyler. Not an overwhelming force, but the tap finds floor, the Dogs ahead. But we fast forward a little bit to set point. Nanticoke's Julia Barron uses a little misdirection at the net, and the Lady Trojans take the frame. Berwick prevails in the 5th throw, taking the match 3-2. And it's just 3 games, but Eagles rookie quarterback Carson Wentz might actually be the real deal. Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Thursday, he was named the NFC Offensive Rookie of the Month for leading the Birds to a 3-0 record without committing a turnover. Adding to the accolades, Philadelphia defensive tackle Fletcher Cox named the NFC Defensive Player of the Month. The Eagles are on a bye this week. And that's it for sports. Stay tuned.
Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Sal's Septic Service for cesspools and septic tank cleaning, and Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, Marola's can fix it. Call Sal's Septic and Marola's Garage at 570-956-4782.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming. We're your local network.
Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with the rain the next couple of days, especially tomorrow. Kind of a repeat of what we saw today. Rain's going to be on and off. It's going to be drizzly, overcast, only in the mid to upper 50s at most. That's about it. Then going into the weekend, we're back up into the 60s. Still a chance of a couple more showers around. I don't think it's going to be a washout for either one of those days, but keep the umbrella handy, and we may even get a good chance of seeing some peaks of sunshine as we go into the upcoming weekend, but it's going to be cool in the lower 60s, and then upper 60s looking good for Monday, and then staying in the 60s as we start going into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. And those low temperatures at night, tell you what, it's going to get kind of cool out there, mid to upper 40s to lower 50s. So unfortunately, you know, you're going to have to bring out those sweatshirts and put the extra blanket on the bed, and dare I say maybe even turn on heat, because at nighttime gets kind of cool. Yeah. Even the daytime now with this wet weather, you know, 50s, not my kind of weather.
No?
No.
I kind of enjoy the fall weather. I don't know.
I did for like a day.
He's over it already. He's ready. You're ready for spring, summer. Just want to skip over that whole thing. But at least it's on again, off again for tomorrow, which is Friday night football. Teams across our area, of course, ready to hit the field, but it's going to be a wet one for them.
Yeah, maybe a few extra layers for us this week, but
yesterday
we're away from October, so what do you expect?
Yesterday I was telling John, I said we're going to have to round up all the umbrellas and make sure all the guys have their raincoats on for our WYLN sports team, because they are out there. Delaware Valley at Hazelton. Should be an exciting game. See what happens, and hopefully the Cougars can pull out a win. We'll see what happens.
Still searching for that first win. Tomorrow's going to be tough, but you never know on Fridays.
All right, well, maybe the rain will be on their side. Maybe it's been too nice. You never know.
Might make it lower scoring.
There you go. All right. You have a good night, everyone.
Helping your dollars go further every day. Stay here for fantastic bargains. This is Penny's Classifieds from WYLN TV 35.